Honey, I got my hoops on. You cannot tell me anything today. Hey, girl. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your weekly general reading this week. Now, I also do your weekly love reading between you and your soulmate, Aquarius, which I'll leave a link to right over here for you to check out at a later point if you would like. But when it comes to any of my readings, rely on your intuition, because put it in perspective, Aquarius, just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, because I promise you I'm not going to be offended by it one way or another, right? Now, if you find some cards that resonate with you, Aquarius, be sure to let me know in the comments below what card called out to you the most, because that's how I keep up with y'all, is through the comments and hearing y'all's aha moments that you have with the cards, as I like to say. And if you do enjoy my reading, I would really appreciate for you to give me a like and subscribe, Aquarius, because it does help out my channel a lot. I always am super appreciative when you take the time to do that for me. But yeah, I say all this to say, let's start getting into your reading now, Aquarius. Oh, one last thing. This reading and any of my readings, Aquarius, is here just to give you some perspective, right? Some food for thought, right? I'm not here to make a decision in your life because it's your life to live and not mine, so keep that in mind. Now that I have that said, let's now finally get into your cards, Aquarius. The overall energy that we have going on for you this week, Aquarius, is the Nine of Cups. So something coming your way, whether it's an opportunity or a person. We have the Eight of Cups, and it's through this opportunity or person that you kind of makes you walk away from something else to go into a new direction. And this new direction leads you to some happiness, some self-fulfilling. Yeah, you just feel fulfilled through this decision. So let's make an example. Let's say that you have like this 9-to-5 job that pays the bills and everything, Aquarius, but then some type of passion project steps forward for you, some type of opportunity that doesn't pay as well, but will tap into your creative side perhaps a little bit more. Because notice all these cards are cups, so it's dealing with the emotions, it's dealing with some type of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. This opportunity makes you walk away from that good thing, that 9-to-5, those 8 cups that like pay the bills, right? Into this new journey, maybe to something unknown, right? Because the moon is here, which represents the unknown. But it leads to a lot of happiness. It leads to a lot of fulfillment with this 9 of Cups coming in here. So it's like you take a pay cut just in the name of fulfillment, which is not a bad thing whatsoever. I feel like you're the one in control of making this decision. And let me explain why with your other cards, Aquarius. You have the King of Cups, which is, I feel like you. You know, you have all these cups around you in your situation, all this cup energy in your week, and you're the one that's in control of these cups because you are the king of the cups, right? This is a situation of where it's like, while everyone else may not understand your decision, there may be some question, or even if there's no parties involved and it's just like seemingly like a bad decision or chaotic decision. It's that chaotic good decision, though, at the very least, with this King of Cups. So where it's just like you maintain your posture, you maintain your cool with the situation, and you are able to do this because you feel confident in the decision that you make, because it's so fulfilling for you, right? The Page of Swords does come in. Pages do represent new beginnings. The Page of Swords also has been coming in a lot for the Zodiac signs this week. A lot of communication being the key here. With the Seven of Swords, you're walking. This is actually a 3-part thing all together here, these 3 cards. Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Devil. Now, how are we going to take this? Let's go with that narrative, Aquarius, where it's like you take that new job. There's some resistance, right? That resistance comes in the shape of the devil, whatever that devil is, whether that comes in terms of people, whether this comes in terms of just like difficulties, right? It's almost just like going into this new path ends up putting a lot more on your plate that you need to kind of start getting rid of. And it's kind of shaping in terms of like maybe people, or just even habits, I guess, with the Page of Swords, because it's like let's just go with the narrative of people for simplicity's sake, Aquarius. It's like maybe this devil who isn't really even a bad, like, the devil seems really dramatic, but I don't see this as like I don't get it like a malevolent energy. It just maybe someone like just cares a lot and just like, are you sure you want to do this decision? Because they just see you walking away from 8 cups. They don't realize the fulfillment. They don't feel the fulfillment that you're having because, you know, people feel for different things, right? And it's up to you to remain being sure of yourself and answering only to yourself, because it's like, you know what's good for you. You're that King of Cups. Remember, Aquarius. Give yourself more credit. So continuing on with this, like maybe you have to practice some communication skills that you normally haven't practiced before with this devil, setting up some boundaries, or maybe even just letting go, like you having to let go of like that old 9 to 5 to fully commit to this new opportunity, right? Regardless of whatever it is, I do see it's kind of like that's like going to be like your struggle, Aquarius, is communicating what it is that you need to communicate. But let's start pulling some clarifiers for you. We have in the between your King of Cups and your 7 of Swords, the Temperance card. So when you commit to this decision, Aquarius, this is sounding vaguely familiar to your last reading, I'm pretty sure. But when you commit to your decision with this Temperance card, Aquarius, this lets me know that you're not going to get immediate results. You're not going to get that immediate payout where it's like, see, this is worth me taking this risk, right? It was worth me leaving those 8 cups into this new, unforeseen, unknown situation, right? You're not going to be able to have that moment right away. But with this Temperance card, this is like Spirit asking you to wait, have some patience at this time. And you know, Spirit's always trying to have you go forward in life, Aquarius, so you have to think about it from their perspective. If they're asking you to wait, that may seem like you're putting a hold on your progression, but it seems to be it's actually elevating your progression, because something coming forward or you just waiting something out is going to be a bigger payoff than if you were to move on or if you were to keep that 9 to 5, right? We have the Death card coming in with the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords. So this is confirming to me with that Page of Swords where it's like you kind of have to have a firm hand with something and be like, maybe some of you guys are going to have to give closure to something that normally you wouldn't give closure to. Or maybe you have to cut something off that normally you wouldn't cut off, but today's a new day. You know, reminding you of this King of Cups, of where you kind of take more control. I don't know what it is, Aquarius, but I keep on trying, like, I keep on wanting to just like grab you by the shoulders and like shake you up, have you straighten up your spine, square up your shoulders a little bit more. I can't help but feel like, Aquarius, some of you guys are not living up to your potential, or not that you're not living up to your potential, because you certainly are, but you're not giving yourself enough credit. So it's like, instead of seeing yourself as the King of Cups, you're seeing yourself as like the Knight of Cups. It's kind of like you're playing yourself down, you're watering yourself down, and not owning your greatness and acknowledging it, which just, I don't know, it makes me wonder why that is. Why do you have this struggle? I mean, I guess you are human. A lot of humans deal with that, right? Myself included, so who am I to talk? We have the Justice card. The Justice card bringing something, it makes sense because this is between your Page of Swords and your Devil card, so kind of like what you would anticipate, huh? Yeah, it's kind of like just reaffirming the message of laying down the law with this, whether the laying down the law means adding more structure in your life, whether laying the law down means blocking a number, not texting back, whether, you know, whatever that means for you, it's addressing this devil. It's, you know, and you address that devil with this Page of Swords. And I don't know, I can't help but feel like you're not, this is like something new for you. You're not used to having to put a closure to something, or you're not used to having to be bossed up in a certain type of way, right? You definitely will feel like the most adulty that you've ever felt, Aquarius, this week. But yeah, we talk about all this, Aquarius, but what blessings can we expect for this week? What can we want? What could we focus on this week? Blessings, or even just stuff to work on, Aquarius. So you can, 3 of Swords, this is talking about working through this pain. I do feel like it's in relation to that Page of Swords, right? And the Death card. and the Devil card and the Justice card, I feel like this kind of essentially lets me know, Aquarius, it's not going to be an easy decision for you to make in terms of this Page of Swords. That's why you probably have been avoiding it with certain people or certain situations, of avoiding calling out the elephant in the room because, you know, confrontation makes you uncomfortable, perhaps. Hermit card does come in where it's talking about seclusion of old energies. You know, when you go through that pain, you kind of want to go through that self-reflection, which is what the Hermit represents as well. But remember that this is all for this 10 of Pentacles and this 9 of Cups, right? You're going through all this pain, you're going through all these changes, these transformations, these shifts. You're addressing this devil in your life, Aquarius, for that stable life, right? The 10 of Pentacles is really like that family life, stable family life. Everything is going really good in your life. 9 of Cups, you're fulfilled, right? You're just, yeah, like you remember that you're just like that complete happiness. Maybe that happiness isn't flashy. Maybe that happiness just means that you're waking up every day next to your person or next to your favorite animal, and you just wake up and you don't have to worry about finances. You don't have to worry about where you're going to live next month or something like that. It could be just something simple, but you're on the path towards it. You just have to kind of have a little bit of confrontation and set a line in the sand, I feel like, with whatever this devil is in your life, and take it pretty seriously, right? But yeah, that's the cards that I have for you, Aquarius. Let me know what card called out to you the most, and also be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this reading. And I would love for you to share this video with a friend if you think that your friend would be interested in my messages. But until next time, Aquarius, I love you so much. Bye.